Real change begins with immediately repealing and replacing Obamacare. It's a disaster.
The Affordable Health Care Act, also known as Obamacare, has been maliciously targeted by Trump and his supporters since the bill was signed into law in 2010. Many people have filed complaints about the new health care system due to sharp subsidies, widely varying market costs, and frustration with applying. But the feeling of the system from customers also widely varies depending on your coverage. But Minnesota ranks among the highest in premiums, and some don't see an end to this trend.
I'm not a fan of Obamacare. I do think it's too expensive. I think it's going to be expensive to the taxpayers ultimately, and I don't think it's a practical solution, again, for the people that are using it in the long run.
But practical solutions usually mean either a reform or a repeal, both of which end up costing the taxpayer. The healthcare system has its flaws, but there are those who benefit from the new model.
I remember getting a letter from Health Partners saying I'm no longer on insurance, and I was freaking out. I was like, I don't have insurance, so what do I do?
Thousands of Minnesotans faced this same problem when applying for a healthcare plan. But Olivia says it's easier than it sounds.
And she was like, okay, don't worry, just go on Minnesota Insure, and they walked me through everything.
MNsure, Minnesota's branch of healthcare marketplaces, is working with political and healthcare officials to cure the symptoms of a sick healthcare system. Governor Mark Dayton has called a task force to address this issue for options on possible solutions. But for now, fighting off this sickness is just the beginning of finding the cure on how to fix this problem.
I think repealing it on its own would be pretty irresponsible unless there is a solution in place that is going to offer people a healthcare alternative, because you just can't take that away from people.
Scott Hannenberg, UTVS News.